Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. And today's video is going to be a makeup products I'm disappointed that I wound up buying video. It's not that I don't like the product. It's that I feel like I either overpaid or I was overly excited when I bought them, and maybe I should have taken a second and thought through before I actually went through with the purchase. I tried to use as much of it on my face as I could today. So if you guys want to see the makeup products I regret buying and why, then keep on watching. Let's go. Okay, so the first product I'm going to start off with is the foundation I'm wearing today. And oh boy, I am not really one to buy high-end foundation. I think maybe in my life I've bought 3 foundations from Sephora. I'm really a drugstore foundation girl at heart. So when I bought this Dior, what is it called? Backstage foundation that the entire world was saying was the most amazing thing ever, I believed it was gonna be the most amazing thing ever. I don't know. I mean, I feel like maybe from far away in the viewfinder, it looks like a nice, fresh, lightweight, pretty foundation. But if you got really up close to my face, it clings to every dry patch known to man. And I even put a hydrating primer underneath and I sprayed it all down, and it still clings to everything no matter what I do. And it drives me crazy. And I refuse to get rid of it. And I will use this whole thing up because of how much I paid for this. But it makes me very upset. Why do people say this is this fresh, skin-like, beautiful foundation when I feel all it does is find every little crevice and stick to it? So that's how I feel about this foundation. Next is this concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Now I have this in the shade Porcelain. Porcelain is darker than most concealers I own. So let's start with that. When I use this concealer today, since I'm not self-tan, this does not work on me to begin with. The light shade Porcelain is in what world is this porcelain? Regardless, the packaging of this thing, who thought this was a good idea? It's so gross and disgusting. Why is it this weird brush that squirts product out of the middle? Not a fan. I'm, again, going to use it, but just not happy. And another concealer I'm not happy with is the ColourPop concealer. But this shade is Fair 02, which means it's not even the lightest shade. And can we just look at the difference between this and Porcelain? Yeah. So honestly, I feel like the ColourPop concealer gets the hype that Shape Tape gets. And I just feel this is so not cute on me. And I only use this nowadays for spot concealing under foundation. So I never got the hype of it. I still use it because it is a nice high coverage concealer, but I don't like the way it looks under my eyes at all. So not too thrilled with this. Next we have this little powder duo. It is from Bare Minerals, and this is just their translucent powder duo. It has a matte side and it has a glowy side. I bought this at, I want to say TJ Maxx, and I just never reached for it. Ever. It was 20 bucks and I just never reached for it. I did use it today. I had no problem with it. I think it works fine, but for some reason, when I'm powdering my face, my brain never thinks to reach for this. I don't know why. I don't have any anger with it. I think maybe I overpaid for it, but I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Now we can talk about the brow pencil I have on today. I don't know if you guys can tell, but whew, did I make a mistake. So this is the Pure Cosmetics Arch Nemesis Brow Pencil. It's pretty cool. It's got a toothbrush on one side, it has a skinny pencil on one side, and then under the toothbrush is a triangular pointed brow pencil. Pretty cool. 2 brow pencils for the price of 1, right? But why did I buy the shade Dark? I feel in the viewfinder, I don't know if you can tell, but in person, it looks like I have black eyebrows, and my hair is not black. So it's a dramatic look when I wear this. So I don't reach for it a lot because I bought the wrong freaking shade. And I'm gonna use it because I paid for it. But it makes me so mad. But overall, it's a great pencil. And I really do like that. Even though you're paying like more of a, I don't want to say high end, but like, you know what I mean when I say a high end brow pencil, like the price of a high end brow pencil, at least you're getting 2 for the price of 1. So, just upsets me. Oh, L'Oreal. Last summer when they came out with their Camilla Cabello collection, I just had to get this. This is called the Insta Brow. It's a really cool product, but I never reach for it. So it's like a little nub that you can fill your brows in with. But if you know me, I'm kind of always in a rush and don't like products that slow me down when it comes to doing my brows. So this one usually gets left behind. I don't think it's a bad product by any means, but when I'm like doing my brows, I'm like, grab pencil. Like half the time I don't even look at what pencil I'm grabbing. I just pick up a pencil and start drawing. So yeah, just like my pomades, this always just kind of gets forgotten about just because that's the way the cookie crumbles here. Oh, we can talk about my eyes. So my crease is just some bronzer, but let me tell you what product inspired this video because you're about to find out. It's these Kathleen Lights and ColourPop pigments. I got overzealous and thought, yeah, I'm great at makeup. I can do that. I was wrong. I mean, I tried. It looks so bad. I don't know why. I have never successfully used these products. And like, I went the very safe route with these shades. Let's just all admire that I did not go wild and crazy with colors. Like I went with the safe shades and I still can't do it. So I think they're really pretty. Maybe one day I'll learn, but the day hasn't happened yet. So I'm still having a struggle city over here with my pigments. Okay, when you say, what did you spray your face with to try to save the day? I would tell you the dewiest spray I own, as a matter of fact, the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This stuff is hella expensive, like disgustingly expensive. Like I only have it because it came in a kit that I bought of things I wanted to try. This stuff, it's like just spraying your face with oil, and maybe that's what you like. I like to look dewy, but I don't like to look like melting. So I think there's a fine line, and it is a fine line between dewy and melting, but this one is just, it's too much for me. I use it to use it because again, I bought it and it's not going anywhere until it's empty, but not my finest purchase. I have 2 bronzers here that I used one today. And it wasn't a good one to use on a non-self-tan day, let me tell you. This is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. A popular product, some may say. A fantastic product, some may say. Unless you buy the wrong shade because you're impatient because the shade you want is sold out. Just gonna put it out there. This is a shade Perpetually Tan. It is so pigmented. I tried so hard to blend it out. It works if I'm self-tanned, but when I'm not self-tan, this is a scary issue. I refuse to buy the right shade because I'm punishing myself and making myself use the one that I spent my money on, but yeah, this was a mistake, for sure. Okay, next bronzer is from NARS. Now, I bought this at TJ Maxx, and man, it was not cheap. It was like $17 for this bronzer. I thought this was the traditional Laguna bronzer, and let me tell you something, it's very pretty. I'm not saying that it's a bad product, and I'm not saying it's not pretty, but this is the, I believe it's called the Sun Diffused bronzer. So it's diffused. So you really need to get in there and build up the pigmentation to get this to what you want. So it takes more work than I enjoy to do to put on bronzer, but yes, I'm going to use this because I don't own a lot of anything from NARS because I cannot afford a lot of anything from NARS, so I'm going to use it, but not the best decision. Had I known it wasn't the right formula, I probably wouldn't have bought it. Just saying. Okay, now we can talk about a blush palette. I did not use this today. I kind of forgot. It's a cream palette. So this is from The Balm, and this is the How About Them Apples Cheek and Lip palette. Now let me say something. They're great. They work fantastic. No problem. But just like today, when I had everything out in front of me, I forgot about the step where I put the cream blush on, which happens a lot with cream blush. But for some reason, it being in this palette, I always forget it exists. It's great though. I do like it. I think I got this at Nordstrom Rack a while ago, but I mean, for being a cream palette also that just like closes, they haven't dried out or anything, which is nice. But again, I just never remember to use it. It's like my biggest problem is like, oh right. Yeah, you know what I mean. I have a couple highlighters. So the inner corner of my eyes right now is a highlight. It's this one from ColourPop. This is the Cruella Super Shock highlighter that they did in their Villains collection. I love Disney. I never bought anything in the Princess collection. And when the Villains collection came out, I bought one lipstick and one highlighter. Like, I was so self-controlled. And oh my goodness, I thought, yeah, that one would look perfect on my skin tone. Because I'm thinking like Super Shock, I'm thinking Flexitarian. This is not like that. Can this pick up? Yeah, look at how, that is just straight glitter. Oh gosh. Yes, so it's an inner corner highlighter now because I don't want glitter all over my face. And of course I'm gonna keep it. I love Disney and like I only bought 2 things. But why? Why the glitter? She's a villain, not glittery. Okay, this highlighter I recently used in a video. This is also from TJ Maxx. I've heard so much about the Albatross highlighter from NARS, and I thought, ooh, lucky me, finally got it. Yeah, that should work on my nice light pale skin tone. Except, it's freaking gold. Oh, I was so upset. So I actually don't know what I'm gonna do about this. I haven't fully decided. I'm still sad about it. I really wanted this highlighter. This, I could see in a future getting decluttered because it's not great on me, but this one made me really sad inside. This palette, I bought at Marshall's. This is from MAC. This is their Hyper Real Glow palette. I think this is the gold one. I actually mixed these first 2 shades together, and that's what's been beaming on my face this whole video. This highlighter. I like it. I think it's really pretty, but I paid $20 for the palette, and I don't think it's a $20. I don't think it's $20 worth for me, especially because like when I think of like a trio of highlights, like the Flower Beauty one, I feel like is just as nice and not $20. And like the thought that this is like originally $40 kind of sends chills up my spine. But in general, like I don't hate it, but like I didn't need to spend $20 for that. So that's how I feel about this one. Last product is the lip product I'm wearing, and I think it's a very, very beautiful lip product, but I never reach for it. I don't know why. I'm like upset with myself right now that I never reach for it. Maybe this is the video to tell me, reach for it more often, Rachel. It's my Fenty Stunna lip paint. Am I gonna buy another one of these? No, because they're crazy expensive. But did I want to own a Rihanna liquid lipstick? Absolutely. I have the shade Unbutton. I like it. I think it's pretty. But I spent a lot of money on it and I never reach for it. I don't know why. It's frustrating to myself as a human. Why don't I do this? Yes, that is how I feel about that. So that was this video. Let me know if there's any other versions of this kind of video you want to see. I don't know. Honestly, I was very inspired when I was thinking about these ColourPop pigments and how pigment impaired I am. I don't know. And yeah, that is it for this video. Let me know, are there any products that you guys have bought that you regret? Let me know in the comments. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!